Hey coin collectors and curious minds, welcome back to USA Coin, the channel where money history turns into treasure hunting. Today, we're diving into the top 4 most valuable U.S. state quarters, their fascinating stories, and how much they can be worth today. Let's jump in. First up, we're focusing on the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter, an important piece of the 50 State Quarters program that ran from 1999 to 2008. This coin was the 15th release in the series, and it represents the Commonwealth of Kentucky, officially entering circulation on October 15, 2001. The reverse design of the Kentucky Quarter features a thoroughbred racehorse positioned behind a fence in front of Federal Hill, a mansion located in Bardstown. This historic building is famously associated with the song My Old Kentucky Home, which is Kentucky's official state song. The horse symbolizes Kentucky's long-standing reputation for thoroughbred breeding and racing, especially highlighted by the world-renowned Kentucky Derby. The fence represents the rolling pastures that are iconic in the bluegrass region, and the inclusion of the mansion connects the coin to a deeper cultural and historical context, tying music, architecture, and the southern landscape together in a single image. The obverse of the coin features the traditional portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, which was used on all the state quarters. All Kentucky quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 353 million coins. Denver produced more than 370 million, and the San Francisco Mint issued both proof and silver-proof versions intended for collectors. The standard circulated coins are typically worth face value, but the value increases significantly for uncirculated error or proof examples. For collectors, mint state versions in high grades, especially MS-67 or higher, can command between $10 to $50, depending on condition and demand. Coins graded MS-68 or higher by PCGS or NGC are scarcer and can bring even more at auction, with some sales reaching over $100. Next up, we're spotlighting the 2012 Hawaii Volcanoes National Park Quarter, a striking design that captures the raw power of nature and celebrates one of the most geologically active places on Earth. This coin is part of the The Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and ran through 2021, featuring national parks and sites from every state and U.S. territory. The Hawaii Volcanoes Quarter was the 14th release in the series and the second coin issued in 2012. It entered circulation on August 27, 2012. The reverse design of this coin features a dramatic image of an eruption from Kilauea volcano, one of the most active volcanoes in the world. It shows lava violently spewing into the air, capturing the intense energy of Hawaii's landscape. The design was created by artist Charles L. Vickers and inscribed with the words Hawaii Volcanoes, Hawaii, 2012, and A Pluribus Unum. This quarter not only represents the natural beauty of the islands, but it also honors the cultural and spiritual importance of volcanoes to native Hawaiian traditions, where volcano goddess Pele is believed to reside in Kilauea. The obverse of the coin, like all The Beautiful Quarters, features the restored 1932 portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. These quarters were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 46.2 million coins. Denver produced around 78.6 million, and San Francisco released both clad and silver-proof versions. The standard circulated coins from the Philadelphia and Denver mints are typically worth face value unless they're in uncirculated or mint state condition. High-grade examples, such as those graded MS-67 or MS-68, can sell for $10 to $50 depending on the demand and coin population. Top-grade certified coins, especially those with perfect strike and luster, have sold for over $100 at auction. Now let's talk about the San Francisco Mint versions, which are not released into circulation but made for collectors. The clad-proof coin, which has a mirror-like background and frosted design, typically sells for $2 to $5 in standard proof condition. But if graded PR 70 DCAM, that is, a flawless deep cameo proof, it can bring in $20 to $30 or more. Even more valuable are the silver-proof coins, which are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. These were issued as part of silver-proof sets. A perfect silver-proof quarter from this issue can range from $25 to $60, with some PR 70 examples selling even higher. Next up, in today's episode, we're diving into the history and value of the 2007 Montana State Quarter Dollar, one of the more striking designs in the 50 State Quarters program. This coin was the 41st release in the series and represents the vast, rugged beauty and frontier history of the state of Montana. It officially entered circulation on January 29, 2007, and quickly became a favorite among collectors for its bold and symbolic artwork. The reverse design of the Montana Quarter features a dramatic image of a bison skull hovering above a scenic landscape of mountains and plains. This powerful symbol represents Montana's deep connection to both Native American culture and the history of the American West. The bison, once numbering in the millions, was central to native life on the plains and also to the frontier economy. The bison skull specifically echoes the logo of the Montana State Highway Department and is a traditional symbol of Montana's rugged independence and natural heritage. Beneath the skull, the image shows the sweeping Great Plains rolling into the Rocky Mountains, capturing the contrast and grandeur of Montana's diverse geography. The design was created by artist Don Everhart and includes the inscriptions Montana 1889 for the year the state entered the Union, Big Sky Country, the coin's release year 2007, and E Pluribus Unum. The obverse of the coin carries the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, and slightly modified for the 50 State Quarters series. Like other state quarters, the Montana Quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 257 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced approximately 256 million. These high mintage numbers mean that most circulated coins are only worth face value, but uncirculated coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS-67 or higher, can be worth more to collectors. A Montana quarter graded MS-67 might sell for $20 to $40, and rare MS-68 examples can go for $100 or more, depending on collector demand and auction timing. Next up, we're diving into the details of the 2003 Maine State Quarter Dollar, a beautiful coin that captures the maritime spirit of New England and one of America's most scenic states. This coin was the 23rd release in the 50 State Quarters program and officially entered circulation on June 2, 2003. It represents the state of Maine, which became the 23rd state to join the United States Union back in 1820. The reverse design of the coin is one of the most tranquil and detailed in the series. It features a classic New England lighthouse perched on a rocky coastline, with a schooner sailing gracefully in the background. The lighthouse is modeled after Pemaquid Point Light, one of Maine's most iconic landmarks, which has stood watch over the Atlantic since 1827. It symbolizes Maine's rich maritime history and long-standing connection to the sea, fishing, and coastal navigation. The inclusion of the schooner honors Maine's shipbuilding legacy and its strong seafaring traditions. The design was created by artist Daniel Carr and engraved by Donna Weaver. Alongside the artwork are the inscriptions Maine, 1820, the year it became a state; 2003, the year of the coin's release; and the national motto, A pluribus unum. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan and slightly modified for the State Quarters program by William Cousins to make room for the state-specific reverse. The main state quarter was produced at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint struck around 217 million coins, and the Denver Mint produced approximately 231 million. Due to these high mintage numbers, most circulated coins from either mint are common and usually worth just face value. However, coins in mint state condition, particularly those graded MS-66 or higher, can be worth more to collectors. A Maine quarter graded MS-67 typically sells for around $25 to $40, while MS-68 examples are much scarcer and can fetch over $100 at auction if they have strong luster and strike quality. In addition to the standard circulation strikes, the San Francisco Mint issued proof versions of the Maine quarter. These were never released into general circulation and were made specifically for collectors. There are 2 types: the standard clad proof, which features a mirror-like background and frosted design elements, and the silver proof, which is struck in 90% silver. The clad proof version typically sells for $2 to $5 if in pristine condition, with PR70 deep cameo versions sometimes selling for $15 to $25, depending on the grading service and demand. The silver proof version carries both collector and bullion value. In PR69 DCAM condition, a silver Maine quarter is usually worth $10 to $15, and a perfect PR70 DCAM can reach $30 to $50 or more, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC.